We were the first chapter in Prince George's County. It's a bond that you really feel, you feel it in your heart.
One of the fine things about fraternity is it obligates its members to dwell in harmony despite their shortcomings.
Well, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Well,
we were big on dress. We had a dress day once a week.
it's more than just wearing a t-shirt, flexing letters on campus, and carrying a cane.
I was initiated fall of 1972 at Marshall University, Huntington, West Virginia, Epsilon Delta.
I was initiated at the Alpha Gamma of Virginia Union, University of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, April the 15th, 1967.
January 29th, 1966, at the Alpha Beta chapter, Wayne State University, Detroit, Michigan, affectionately known as the Huns.
Here, Hyattsville, Landover, 1990.
November 13th, 1968, on Epsilon Alpha chapter in Elizabeth City State University, Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
74 at Epsilon Delta, that's in Huntington, West Virginia.
I was initiated March 31st, 1979, at this chapter that I wear proudly on my lapel here. That's the Greek symbol for Chi chapter.
Number 5 on the line of the 8 Pearls of Joy. Grambling College, now Grambling State University, the Gamma Psi of Kappa Alpha Psi, April 14th, 1972.
I was initiated into the Hyattsville, Landover, Maryland Alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi in spring 2005.
Theta Tau chapter, the intermediary chapter at Howard University in 1976.
In April of 1970, the chapter was Beta Epsilon, the University of Pittsburgh.
I was initiated in the Kappa Alpha Psi through the Hyattsville, Landover, Maryland Alumni chapter in the spring of 1990. I was initiated the Alpha Z chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi in 1993 at Florida A&M University.
It's more than just wearing a t-shirt, flexing letters on campus, and carrying a cane. There's a whole lot more to being a member of Kappa Alpha Psi.
The first thing that struck me about Kappa Alpha Psi was I early on learned that it was about achievement.
Achievement. And achievement isn't necessarily something that you measure in dollars and cents as much as you measure in the lives that you affect and that you touch.
It means commitment, it means brotherhood, it means tradition.
It means true brotherhood. True brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
It's just a wonderful thing to know that you're not in this game by yourself.
It's not so much that you've joined this organization, you've joined a family. We don't always get along. I mean, there are gonna be some differences sometimes, but there's still a level of commitment that we demonstrate and a level of love for each other out of respect for the fraternity.
I always heard about brotherhood, but once you really see what brotherhood is, meaning guys you don't even know and how they welcome you as if y'all grew up together,
I didn't get into the fraternity to put a feather in my cap or to pad my resume. I got into it for the brotherhood.
I think for me, it's about bonding with like-minded men that'll push me, motivate me to be the best person that I can be.
Brotherhood. Simple. It's about brotherhood. I mean, men of like mind coming together for a common goal of achievement and service. So that's who we are.
Our chapter is replete with historical and I think fundamental achievements.
The most memorable year, I believe, or time was when we got chartered. And we had past Grand Polemarch, Province Polemarch, James Abrams was there. And it began where we are today.
In order to become a chapter, there were several steps that we had to go through. We had the ceremonies on March 18th, 1979.
I can't just explain how jubilant we were as 22 guys coming together and finally got this chapter from the association to the chapter official.
We were the first chapter in Prince George's County.
We were the first chapter to be on the cover of the Kappa Alpha Psi journal.
Community service and giving scholarships are really what drives me.
We are intentional about making a difference in the lives of the young men that we mentor.
One of the things that we tried to do even back in the 80s was to put together programs that would be long-lasting. We got the Guide Right program started, and a number of things that they're doing today currently in our Guide Right program, we started back in 1985 and 86.
There's a link to the beginning, the founding of the chapter, and even the first group of pledge lines at Hyattsville, Landover.
You know, we're a chapter made of a lot of different personality types, a lot of brothers at different stages of their careers, brothers that have had a lot of successes, and just to be chosen to lead that group of men, it's an honor. It's an honor.
To whom much is given, much is expected.
I got a couple of awards from the chapter for my human endeavors. So I'm very proud of that fact. But it's just been a great run.
One of the biggest achievements is actually being voted as Polemarch, the 13th Polemarch. And not just the 13th Polemarch, the first Polemarch who was initiated through Hyattsville Landover to become Polemarch. Me being homegrown and groomed to be Polemarch in the chapter is a crystallization of our 22 charter members for part of the vision that they have for the chapter.
Was committed to Kappa Alpha Psi and making the fraternity what it is today, as far as our chapter is concerned. Just wanted to do the best and provide some leadership.
At the 1995 conclave in Philadelphia, to go up to get the plaque representing Hyattsville Landover as the International Chapter of the Year was a really fond moment.
We had just repeated as International Chapter of the Year, Paul W. Kane. And Dr. K. Bernard Chase was awarded the Elder Watson Diggs Award.
That was a great achievement. I have to thank our past Polemarch, Spencer Beckton, Ike Trout, Ted Blakely, and of course Larry Jenkins for convening in that committee to get me that award.
I had been selected to represent the East in the Elder Watson Diggs process. Each province gets one vote. And Chase I knew personally. And so I walked into the room and I saw these 12 brothers. There were 3 people from the East that were applying for the Elder Watson Diggs Award. I said, there's no way I can get all 3 in. That was an awesome moment, especially when the vote came in, because he had the highest vote count that year.
We didn't even realize and comprehend what we had accomplished. It was brought to our attention by past Grand Polemarch. He said, you guys do not really fully comprehend what you guys have accomplished.
I would have to say the biggest achievement in Kappa would be being trusted by the brothers to be the 20th chapter Polemarch. If I pride myself on anything, I think that I'm a brother's brother. At least I hope I am. At least I hope I'm viewed that way. So I always listened to the brothers that were before me.
Sometimes we're so focused on what our goal is that when we're trying to get to that goal, we don't recognize the things that we're doing, the accomplishments. And I think we all need to learn how to appreciate those moments, because being one of the charter members, I look up, it's 45 years gone, but there's so many memories.
Continue the journey.
– 45 years ago, we were all just young men with a dream.
I always listened to the brothers that were before me. Many of the brothers who have shaped me always had time for me. I'm only the current pole mark because I stand on the shoulders of those brothers, and that's how I look at it.
It's all about mentoring the younger guys to make sure they make the right decisions, travel the right path, to do something industrious in their life going down the road, and just making good choices.
We're a group of college-educated men. We've been blessed. For us to sit back and not do anything to help our fellow man, we can't do that. So Kappa Alpha Psi has been a vehicle for me to realize me giving back to the community. And hopefully this will help them to begin to understand what we're about.
Taking as much knowledge as you can from those brothers that are here while they are here. It's about making good men better.
It's not so much that you've joined this organization, you've joined a family, and your responsibility extends beyond what you believe. Probably the biggest thing I remind myself is that you get what you give, and when it comes to the fraternity. And the more you put into it, the more you get out of it.
I came into this chapter with the mindset of work, lean on the shoulders of the brothers that were here before me, because they have the knowledge, they have the history. There's only but so much you're gonna be able to get from the history books. But just sitting down, talking to some of our charter members, talking to our 50-year brothers, they have the true history, the knowledge, the traditions, the cultures. They're the gatekeepers of that stuff.
I'm glad we're doing this.
We have so much work to do, we have so much work to do to bridge that gap between those young men that are out there now who don't know what to do or where to go, and try to get them back on the straight and narrow, and hopefully make them good citizens along the way.
It's been a wonderful ride, being a member of Hyattsville, Landover, being a chapter pole mark, coming up through the ranks, learning how things are working, learning more and more about Kappa Alpha Psi, learning the do's and the don'ts, and having the camaraderie with the brothers and being able to just be a regular guy.
We're on the doorstep of a dream that's over 30 years in the making. Obtaining a chapter house is the testament from a goal that has been a goal since I joined the chapter, and it's something that we are all going to share in, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with not only the brothers, but all of the past pole marks, and that's only going to elevate us to the next level as a chapter. And as we move on to year 50, I won't be pole mark then, but God willing, I'll be in the chapter enjoying the hard work that we've done before and the brothers that will take up the mantle after me.
Hyattsville Landover has exceeded my wildest imaginations. I am so proud of the brothers. I'm so proud of you young brothers that are carrying the torch. I am a proud member of Kappa Alpha Psi Incorporated.
I see the kind of brothers that are coming in, and I just get happy when I see you guys. We cool, we're nice, we're honorable, and so it just makes me feel good. I had something to do with this. You know, I had something to do with it.
To the members that we have at our outstanding chapter, is the mantle is yours now. The baton is there. We have a lot to achieve, a lot to do as black men in America concerning the social ills around the country and the world. And we need to step up just a little bit more to make certain that we're able to protect our family, friends, and our community.
All right, all I gotta say is on the yo, baby.
Didn't wanna be an alpha, definitely not Omega Sci-Fi. Didn't even look at a 5PC, and I'll tell you the reason why. My daddy was a Kappa, my mama was an AKA. They said, son, if you pledge anything, Kappa is the only way. And I'm talking about a Kappa. No, not Omega Sci-Fi, no. Kappa Alpha Psi, Kappa till the day I die.